Whiskey doing that stuff, bro.
He said he's gonna play this.
It's his bad leg.
Is that it? Are you serious? Are you serious?
Both of these win, I swear.
Snaps his foot. And he winces in pain. Fuck! I fucking hate my life! This is the one fucking escape I get, and it's shit! And McGregor's just limping around like my fucking man! Fuck!
Dana, can you, I think we're all trying to process everything. I guess, can we get your immediate thoughts? It felt like, honestly, one of the best fight cards of all time, and then we get to this weird main event ending. So I guess your immediate thoughts as you sit there right now.
Yeah, listen, everybody who knows anything about the fight business, and it's been a big topic of discussion leading up to this fight. 5 years off in this sport is rough. And like you said, great card, unbelievable. I mean, the Paddy Pimblett thing right before, you just feel it all in the air. Here we go. I mean, I was expecting at least a one-round war, or, you know, who knew what Conor was capable of as far as cardio or whatever else after a 5-year layoff. And, well, there you go. I mean, we're assuming blown ACL. I'm no doctor, but that's what I figured when I saw it, and doctors think the same thing too.
I was going to ask you, have you had a chance to talk to Conor? It sounds like you've talked to the medical team. Have you talked to Conor? Do we know exactly the extent of what happened?
I haven't. Is he coming out here? We'll see. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I think he left the arena like.
Then the answer is no. We'll find out when he gets an MRI.
Max said right away, like, hey, man, well, now we got to set this thing up for a trilogy, right? I mean, is there any desire from your point? I mean, you know promoting better than anyone. Like, does that even make sense to do a trilogy right now? Or the way that ended, do you have to go a different direction?
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know. You know, you got to take some time. And I don't know if you know this or not, but I don't like talking about making fights the night of the fight. But definitely not in this scenario.
Sid, what's happened? Oh my God, McGregor's done already? Well, he's finished. The new boy is in town. The main man's here. Know what I mean? I can become the face of the organisation now. But, yeah, great. What a performance from me. Don't want to blow smoke up my own ass, but what a performance.
69 seconds. That is all it took for one of the most anticipated MMA comebacks in the history of combat sports to collapse on itself in the most gut-wrenching, heartbreaking, jaw-dropping way possible. What happened last night at UFC 329 inside the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas was not just a loss, it was a disaster. And the entire MMA world is still in shock. After 5 long years away from the octagon, Conor McGregor finally made his return, headlining UFC 329 against Max Holloway in a welterweight rematch that carried the weight of the sport on its shoulders. Thousands of fans filled that arena. Millions tuned in across the world. The hype was real, the energy was electric, and in the days leading up to it, McGregor was everything we remembered. Loud, confident, magnetic. He called it the comeback of all comebacks in sports history. He stood at the press conference and led the crowd in a rendition of Wonderwall. The Mac was back, he said, and people believed him. The event generated the largest gate in UFC history. Think about that. The biggest ever. People paid thousands of dollars for seats to witness us what they hoped would be a legendary redemption story. The return of the most electrifying fighter the sport has ever seen, coming back after almost 1,800 days away to reclaim his place at the top of the world. And then, 2 seconds into the fight, everything fell apart. An obviously eager Conor McGregor ran out from his corner and threw a flying kick. On the landing, his knee appeared to buckle, and he was never able to recover from the injury. He hit the canvas. He tried to get up. He slipped again. He tried a third time, heart clearly willing, but the body refusing. Max Holloway was asking referee Mike Beltran if he wanted to intervene. The fight continued briefly, and when they stood, Holloway landed one kick. McGregor took an unsure step back, and the fight was waved off. Official result, Max Holloway by TKO due to injury at 1 minute and 9 seconds of round 1. The crowd that had been roaring moments earlier went dead silent. Then came the boos. Not for Holloway, not for the referee, just the collective sound of tens of thousands of people watching a legend crumble in real time. The lasting image of Saturday night won't be the strut, the mohawk, or the majestic walkout. It will be the video of McGregor limping out of the arena before Holloway's hand was even raised. And the pros, they saw everything, and they said everything. Kenny Florian put it plainly. Well, that happened. The first strike Conor McGregor throws is a flying kick. His planting leg gives out on impact. Fight over. MMA remains the most unforgiving sport in the world, and he is absolutely right. No sport on earth punishes hesitation, rust, or physical weakness the way mixed martial arts does. You can look incredible in the gym, you can train for months, but the moment you step inside that cage under the lights, with your heart pounding and adrenaline flooding your body, everything is different. Daniel Cormier, UFC legend and commentator who was right there on the broadcast, said he believed McGregor attempted that kick so early in the fight because of the adrenaline rush of returning to the octagon after 5 years away. You see these guys that have been gone for a long time do things that doesn't make sense, and I think that's that with Conor, Cormier said. 5 years is a long time, and DC knows what that rush feels like. When you've been gone that long and you finally walk back into that cage, your body does things your brain isn't prepared for. Kevin Lee, known as Motown Phenom, went straight to the point. Bro jumped 2 seconds into the fight and blew his knee. Game speed is different than practice. That line right there might be the most honest thing said after this entire disaster. You can shadow box, you can spar, you can do drills for hours, but nothing replicates the speed and chaos of an actual fight inside the UFC octagon. And McGregor had not been in that environment in 5 years. Rafael dos Anjos, who knows McGregor from the early days, put emotion aside and said, "Jokes aside, feel bad for Conor, not the way the fight should have ended." And that sentiment, more than anything, captures what this whole night felt like. Nobody wanted this. Not the fans, not Holloway, not Dana White, not the sport. Even the people who had been skeptical about McGregor's return didn't want it to end like this. Islam Makhachev, the reigning pound-for-pound king, kept it short but cutting. Conor beat Conor, congrats Max. And when the UFC lightweight champion delivers a line like that, you know it's resonating across the locker room. Because the truth is, Conor's biggest enemy in that octagon wasn't Max Holloway, it was his own body. Bo Nickel admitted, "Weirdly, I feel bad for Conor." Ryan Garcia called it the worst ending to anything that ever ended. And Jamahal Hill said simply, "Wow, that's unfortunate and very disappointing. These are young, active fighters, guys who are currently in their prime, and even they couldn't help but feel the weight of what they witnessed." But not everyone was generous. Matt Brown, who has never been one to sugarcoat anything, came out immediately and said, "Told you Conor would never fight again." And Brown has been saying this for years. He was one of the loudest voices questioning whether McGregor would ever truly come back and compete at a high level. Last night, at least for now, his prediction looks painfully accurate. Corey Anderson captured what millions of fans were feeling with a single tweet. Who's more mad right now, Dana White or Conor fans? Waste of money. And that's the other side of this story. The fans, the people who bought pay-per-views, who flew into Las Vegas, who paid thousands for ringside seats, who stayed up all night in different time zones around the world just to see 69 seconds of action that ended with their hero on the canvas. The anger online was immediate and massive. Social media exploded with disappointment, disbelief, and grief. Some fans cried, others posted memes, others just typed nothing but dots and question marks because there were no words. McGregor himself broke his silence shortly after the fight. He posted, "My head gasket is gone, destroyed. I had no injury going into the fight. I was throwing kicks, planted, and jumping, all throughout camp as well as backstage before the fight. This came out of nowhere. I am beyond dark here. I can only describe it as hell." And if you read those words, you can feel the devastation. This is a man who spent 5 years rebuilding himself, dealing with legal issues, personal controversies, and a broken leg from 2021, and he came back for 69 seconds, for another knee injury, for a TKO loss. It is genuinely genuinely heartbreaking as a sports moment. Dana White is reported to believe the injury is a torn ACL. If that's confirmed, we are looking at another long, painful, uncertain road to recovery for a man who is approaching his 38th birthday. Now the question everyone is asking is simple. Is it over? Bleacher Report summed up the mood bluntly. The aura surrounding the showman is dwindling, and it is impossible to envision it coming back in any form. He threw one kick, then he fell again. Then the fight was over. Holloway, to his credit, tried to show respect. He told the booing crowd after the fight, "Let's give it up for Conor McGregor, guys. What an absolute animal. When we were in here, I was trying to call the fight off and he kept asking to fight on. But you guys are lucky because there's going to be a Holloway versus McGregor 3 now." And Holloway being Holloway, he added with a smirk, "I had him weak in the knees, I guess." The interest will always be there. McGregor's star power was in hibernation for 5 years and we still cared. A year from now, or whenever a potential fight is made, the masses will still tune in. But Saturday night sadly left us with more questions than answers. The comeback of all comebacks lasted 69 seconds. The most anticipated return in MMA history ended not with glory, not with a knockout, not with the McGregor we remembered, but with a knee buckle, a canvas, and a silent arena full of people who did not get what they came for. Whether Conor McGregor ever fights again remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: last night changed everything, and the MMA world will be talking about it for a very, very long time. Make sure to subscribe the channel for more MMA related videos.